Hi guys, this is Night Furies 11, and welcome to my newest Terraria playthrough. And in this playthrough, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. In where, basically, this character right here, who's, I believe I named Scarlet, is going to be using only, not just only ranged weapons, only guns. Except, until I find a gun, and for the definition of gun, a flare gun does count. Space gun still does not, since it uses mana instead of ammunition. Until then, I can use any weapon that I find. So, and I'm hoping to find a gun fairly quickly. In fact, really all I need to do to get a decent gun is find bombs. Because then I can get to the Corruption or Crimson. And if I remember correctly, the flare gun does not allow the arms dealer to move in. So for that aspect, I'm going to have to find bombs anyway. But like I said, until then, I can use any ammunition and any weapon. So of course, always start out with a good old bow. And also always start out with screen problems. Yeah, I'll probably go away in a minute or two. Oh, you usually find chests in overhangs like that. So, yeah, just in case this is like your first ever time watching me, like if you're looking for just a general way to get through the game, check back to my old playthrough. Honestly, I forget what I called it. I think I just named it. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, it's the very first Let's Play on this channel, actually. And I just go through the game pretty much normally there, but beware, it's not as complete as I would like it to be. And so the most complete one is probably the mage playthrough, the one right after the first one. Oh my, that's a lot of surface stone. Anyhow. And yeah, so if you're just if you're actually looking on how to complete the game in the easiest and most efficient way, then one of those two. Because in the mage playthrough, I actually did, I want to say, really well. Because that character was the first, and I think so far still only, from the start character, you know, without using stuff from other worlds, that beat Duke Fishron. Come on. Just because I don't want to bother jumping. It's hard to keep my screen from freaking out. So, a jungle and a desert. Why does this happen so often? a jungle and a desert spawn in the same spot. Seriously. But anyways. And don't worry guys, I'm not just ditching Henry. He is still alive, I just wasn't really prepared for to do a Henry video. And I felt like doing a playthrough where I actually get to fight some stuff instead of letting slimes do it for me. Because that's literally all it's going to be until I beat the Queen Bee. And this is probably a really dumb idea. Yeah, just for you guys who don't really know how to play. Ouch. Going into the jungle at this stage in the game is a very dumb idea. Especially if you have screen issues, like I do. Come at me. Oh, 2 damage? Okay, that's great. It's wonderful, in fact. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. Yes, Dragon Snatcher, you can go about your business. And then now an Antlion. Who's gonna win the DPS race? Yeah, me. I got what? 15 shots on it, it got 2 on me. By the way, why is my music turned on? I usually have my music off when I'm recording. Oh, I know why. On said mage playthrough character, I last time I was playing, I beat the twins to a pulp just for the fun of it. Just cause, like, seriously. With a character that overpowered, they're ridiculously easy. Man, dark already, huh? I should probably get underground, because that's the only place I'm going to find bombs or flare gun. And here they come. Are you serious? Oh my. Yes, it is serious. Demon Eye, seriously, go away. Man, I wish it were PC so the guide could help. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. Oh my, no. Yeesh. This is why you should build houses. Whoever thought? No. Not the fast zombie. I don't want to die. Squirrel, you're dumb. You're just dumb. Seriously though, did you see that squirrel? Jacob, you're almost as dumb as that squirrel. Yes, guys. The guide is your worst enemy. Because he lets the zombies in. Damn. move in here. Actually, I'm going to be picky and place the torch higher. And yes, there's a... Oh, poop. Didn't mean to do that. And yes, I realize there's a spot of wall there that's not covered, but I don't care. The housing is still technically suitable. And this is what I love to do. Stand on top of a building with doors on either side. So the zombies will bang the door instead of trying to come up here. Hey, you're just sitting down there punching the door. What did the door ever do to you? Huh? What did it ever do to you? Now me, on the other hand, I can understand you wanting to kill me. And this is probably going to chew through all my arrows, isn't it? No, not quite. Whoop. Missed me. So yeah, you guys might be able to tell, this is not my first playthrough. At all. Oh, and for those of you who have been following my my previous series, specifically the mage playthrough, I killed the demon eye before it gets day. No lens. I actually managed to get my mage character an Ankh shield. I finally got all the ingredients for it. Actually, I got them all in one place, pretty much. Yeah. I just went to the Underground Crimson in that world and tried to get, vitamins from the floaty growths that live there. Why did I get a frenzying? I don't like frenzying. Frenzying is not good. When a weapon shoots is slow already, you don't want frenzying. Because it reduces damage. I'd rather have hasty. Anywho. So I went to the Underground Crimson and tried to get a... Ooh, that's a bit of a drop there. Tried to get some vitamins from the floaty growths, and I didn't end up getting any vitamins, but I did get a bezoar from a toxic... That's what it's called, right? Toxic sludge? Something like that. I can't remember the name right now. And then I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I'm not getting any vitamins. I got the other thing that I know I could get here. And so I left, and then I went to a different world that had corruption in it. Because, just for you guys that don't know, corruption is, way more favorable to get vitamins, because the corruptors, which spawn like, did I place it? No, I didn't. The corruptors drop it, and they are much more common than floaty grosses. So, yeah. So you want to farm for vitamins, go to a corruption world. And I also managed to get a blindfold from the corrupt slimes. So I was like, oh yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone. I'd forgotten that you could get them. Actually, corruption's better for the Ankh shield in general. Like, literally. Everything that has to be gotten from an evil biome, the corruption or crimson, you're more likely to get in a crimson world. Because, you know what, forget this. I'm just going to drill down here. Because, well, for instance, corruptors, much more common than a floaty gross. Like, much more common. Drop the same thing. Now, dark mummies spawn in both corruption and crimson deserts. So, I mean, that's, fine, but also, and the dark mummies, what usually people end up getting the blindfold from. Holy moly, 2 gold stashes? That's pretty nice. Um, 18 gold coins and 91 silver. Oh, hey, sandstorm in a bottle. Looks like there's... Oh, wait, yeah, there is. Secondary room is down there. It's just a long way down there. Anyways, what was I saying? Alright, but in Corruption World, you can also get Shadow Slimes and Corrupt Slimes, which both inflict the Darkness debuff, which means they both drop blindfolds. So, yeah. You have a much higher chance of getting a blindfold on a Corrupt World, which... or much higher chance of getting a blindfold and a vitamins. So yeah, overall, you're just better to have a corrupt world if you want to get the Ankh shield. Because, I mean, the other ingredients aren't affected. Because the Shadow Hammer and the Crimson Axe both inflict Cursed and can both drop the Nazar. And as do, I believe, Giant Cursed Skulls. I want to say that's what it is. Anyways, a lot of the post-Plantera dungeon enemies drop it. Armor bracing spawns by just general underground enemies. And also some of the ones in the post-Plantera dungeon. Like the armored skeleton, blue armored bones. Bandages dropped from things in the post-Plantera dungeon, namely rusty armored bones. And also... Wait, why is there not a chest down here? I just realized that. There should be a chest. There's usually a chest. Yeah, whatever. I didn't really need it. Anyways, I'm probably gonna have to end this episode here soon. Also, what was I saying? Right. And also they're dropped from werewolves, which spawn in a full moon. And with my luck, you'd get a full blood moon. I'm not kidding you. I don't know how many times I've gotten those. And it's like, no, just stop. Go away and leave my NPCs alone. And it doesn't look like there's anything down there. And I'm gonna take the gold chest, because why not? I'm just gonna stay here for the moment, because I'm gonna end the episode off here in a second anyway. So yeah. Anyways. The drop chances for pretty much everything else are equal. I mean, then you got the megaphone and the quick... No, it's not a quick fast clock. That's one of the things that you can get, which is kind of funny. You got a quick fast clock. Anywho. Yeah, so just if you want the Ankh shield, get a Corruption World. If you want, I don't know, Golden Shower, I guess, get a Crimson World. If you want Cursed Flames, get a corruption world. Personally, I just like corruption way more. Corruption is much better than Crimson, if you ask me. So yeah. I think I'm gonna end it off there. As soon as I get out of this pit. Because I really don't like being stuck in pits. So, yeah. I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!